feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
Shots good from Easy Breezy.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here.
See how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Lakers. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, San Antonio, 3 games behind.
And, you know, right now for San Antonio, they've been strong at times this season, but
Carroll's checked in for the Spurs. And then for Los Angeles, Easy Breezy's checked in for Howard. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Green, and it's Avery Bradley in for Rajon Rondo. Always an intriguing part of the early season, Steve. Teams that are outperforming the expectations, and they look much different than we thought they would.
Yeah, you have those teams, and that's what you love. Those teams, all of us experts, we say where they're going to finish. They end up 3 or 4 slots up. And then those are the teams that just get that momentum. They get going. They have great team chemistry, and they outdo our expectations.
Hurdle, the pass to Aldridge. Over Davis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis.
No, he's standing 6'11" with a 7'5" wingspan. LaMarcus Aldridge prefers playing power forward, but make no mistake, he has the size to hang with the big dogs at center.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Trey Lyles checked in for Purdy. Bryn Forbes comes in for White. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Fires the 3. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got 6 rebounds in the game. And with his height and reach, not many that can block Aldridge's turnaround jumper.
His release on his jump shot is so high. The rainbow arc, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Lakers making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. Spurs leading by 11. Here's Mills. Carroll passes to Aldridge. Second shot opportunity. Missed it, even after all those chances.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
To the middle. Here's Easy Breezy, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you look at all the under-the-radar prospects that have found success with the Spurs. How do they keep hitting on all these players other teams have missed?
They do a great job with their player development. They also do a great job identifying players with great character. They have guys who work extremely hard. They have great coaching, and they teach. But more importantly, what they do, GA, they give you confidence. And that's where I think the Spurs separate from other organizations.
That one goes in.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Caldwell-Pope passes to Easy Breezy. And he makes good on the layup. Easy Breezy's got 6 points.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell-Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Now here's Mills, guarded by Bradley. Mills passes to Carroll. Shoots the 3. Rebound the Lakers.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
And Caldwell-Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, and then knifing into the middle. Caldwell-Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
Now here's Mills. D right on him. Shot's good by Lyons. And the Spurs lead by 9.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Caldwell-Pope outside. Kuzma outside. To the inside. Here's Easy Breezy. It's deflected.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Carroll kicks to Mills. Pass to Aldridge. Spurs passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Carroll, no one around him. But they get it back. Passes it to Mills. The pass to Carroll. The 3. The offensive rebound. Aldridge.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
San Antonio shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first one falls.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
Shots good from Easy Breezy.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Mills kicks to Lyles. Pass to Mills. 1:35 left in the first quarter. Pass to Lyles. He tries for 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's. Great, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Nice game, great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat you.
And it's Bradley with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 11. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. Fires the 3. Good on the triple.
From out beyond the arc, Bradley getting more confident each year.
Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against Dallas.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
The Spurs have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
DeMar Carroll doesn't get to the line a terrible amount of times for a wing player, but you know what you like about him? When he gets there, he can convert them.
Here's Easy Breezy. Carroll covering. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Kuzma. Bradley's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Lakers. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Carroll. Kicks it to Aldridge. Mills looking it over. And the pass to Lyles. And the 3 off target. Here's Easy Breezy. No good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
LaMarcus Aldridge has been on display for San Antonio. And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about his battle.
People ashamed to talk about it.
You love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah.
And it's Mills in at the point guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. One record that doesn't get much attention, Steve, a league-wide drop in turnovers. Last season was the lowest rate ever for turnovers in the NBA. It was terrific.
It was, and I think the reason why is teams are doing a good job offensively of sharing the basketball. There's not a lot of over-dribbling. And I think also the three-point shot. Guys are not driving the basketball because that can create turnovers. With the chance of driving it, they're catching and they're shooting from a long distance.
LeBron with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And he did great work on the defensive end, too, with 3 steals on the night.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. Lock at 6. Carroll passes to Aldridge. Shoots over Kuzma. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off. One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
San Antonio with the ball. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Pass to Forbes. Down low. Here's Aldridge. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And he has been really good here at the free throw line in the first half.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Murray comes in for LeBron. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Avery Bradley. Kuzma against Carroll. It's Kuzma penetrating. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And when you give Kuzma that shot, he is going to let it fly. He is so confident in his mid-range.
And Mills kicks to Carroll. Pass to Lyles. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Aldridge. Hits the outside fadeaway. Aldridge has got 6 here in this quarter.
Keep it going to the hot hand, and when Aldridge is on, he is on.
Murray, the pass to Rondo. Passes to BreezeDmv. To the middle. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Aldridge has all the tools to protect the rim. He's only averaged 1 block a game for his career, but he got it done on that play.
Lakers trail by 21. 52 seconds left now here in the second. Rondo passes to BreezeDmv. Lays it up off the glass. BreezeDmv's got 10.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Mills finds Aldridge. And the rejection by Cousins.
He is so reliable. DeMarcus making a play and making it look easy.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Lakers have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second. Spurs leading by 18. Here is Forbes. There's the pass to Lyles. Back to Forbes. Pass to Mills. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 7.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by. Thanks, David.
Let's get this done. Che, you heard what Coach said. All right, we see your effort out there. All right, just keep doing what you're doing.
What about me, man? I want to win.
All right, we all want to win. All right, but the only thing you can control is you. All right, so just give us a half like you just did, and whatever happens, you know you didn't cheat it. That's all you can do.
All right.
All right.
San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Trey Lyles checked in for Purtle. Gay comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Damari Carroll's checked in for White, and it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. The Lakers also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Howard. Easy Breezy comes in for Davis, and Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for LeBron. So the Lakers 5 right now. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. Easy Breezy out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Cousins in at the center. Kuzma can't get it to go. And it's Mills with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Lakers trail by 15. And as the Spurs enter a new era, Patty Mills providing that carryover from their championship past.
Yes, he's taking on a big leadership role. The feisty little guard willing to speak up and teach the younger players the Spurs way of doing things.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Lyles. He kicks to Carroll. To the inside, Gay. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Gay's got 4 points in the quarter.
Getting it done inside. Rudy Gay not just floating around the perimeter.
Kuzma outside. Inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
A moment now to see the numbers for Gay. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 13 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Mills passes to DeRozan. Now here's Carroll. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Smitty, every team has its leaders, either official or unofficial. What's expected, in your opinion, out of a team captain?
Well, I think leadership. I mean, also have the same, I guess, voice of the coaching staff and organization, and also the voice of winning. I think if you have a leader that can do that, sometimes that leader's vocal, sometimes that leader leads by example, but you usually know who that is.
Easy Breezy passes to Green. Passes it to Easy Breezy. Here's Cousins. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. DeRozan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The pass to Mills. Chalk up 2 there. Mills has got 9.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Lakers trail by 18. Rondo kicks to Green. Kuzma outside. Outside Rondo. Lyles against Cousins. Shot clock at 5. There's 57 seconds left in the third. That shot misses. Mills with it. He's picked up by Cousins. Mills dishes to DeRozan. The baseline J. And it's San Antonio with another.
That's his bread and butter. DeRozan has made a living with the mid-range jumper.
LA's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Spurs leading by 20. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Rondo. Mills can't hit.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Pass to Easy Breezy. There's Green with the three, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Proving he's not just a scorer. Patty's getting after it on the defensive end, disrupting the shooter's rhythm.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for San Antonio, Rosen the 2 with Carroll at the 3. Gay and Aldridge are up front, and it's Mills in at the 1. Rondo's shot is off. Spurs leading by 20. Carroll finds Mills. Nobody near Gay. Spurs working now with a new shot clock.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Aldridge wide open. He fires. Rebounded by Easy Breezy. Easy Breezy's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And Green gets it to go.
More shooter than penetrator. Danny Green pulls up and knocks it down.
Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. Great tee that time from Easy Breezy. Lakers trail by 18. Cousins inside. Aldridge is covering, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. San Antonio the foul.
DeMarcus Cousins owns this territory. Back to the...
And here's White. Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. A different look now for San Antonio. DeMar DeRozan comes in for DeMari Carroll, and Murray subbed in for Patty Mills. Pass to Murray. Passes to Pirtle. Just 5 on the clock. Here's DeRozan, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A minute 50 left in the 4th quarter. LeBron against DeRozan. LeBron passes to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got assist number 8 now on the night. Spurs leading by 14. And there's the pass to DeRozan. White looking around. Here's Gay, and Davis sends it back.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker, he can block your shot at all 3 levels.
And it's good, 2 points. 15 points for Easy Breezy.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Murray outside. Here's Gay, the turnaround jumper. Count it.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for San Antonio.
And the big difference here was accuracy from 3-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out to be and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for DeMar DeRozan.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
And it's Green missing. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. It's stolen by Rondo. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence.
Big game tonight, Che. Grabbing the first double-double of your career. How does it feel?
It feels great, Ted. It shows me that my hard work is starting to pay off.
Is this a new normal for you?
The new normal? I don't know. Could be, but I don't want to put pressure on myself like that. If it happens, it happens. If not, it's all good. I'm still going to approach the game the same way. So it's no big deal to me.
Thanks, Che. That's it from me.
Anyone else?
Oh, good.
All right, thanks, guys.